what's some examples of industries that you've seen from your data that would be in that discretionary that probably can't expect a huge amount of growth unless they're really competitive in the market, taking clients away? What are some of what's the ones in that category?
Number one is retail. So if
Yep.
you're in the business of retail consumable goods, you're struggling.
Yep.
And you're fighting the Amazon monsters of the world that have sucked up all of the easy margin that you used to get that made covering overhead for a physical facility, easier. So
Yep.
you're going to see a shrinkage in terms of total number of physical retail stores that sell things. Now there'll be a bottom somewhere, but it's getting harder to just get enough people past the cash register
Yep.
every day to keep a door
Yeah.
open of a
As
physical
more and
facility.
more stuff, as more and more stuff is being bought online. That's why even
But
retail storefronts versus
right,
warehouses for back end logistics, there's more
right.
demand for the warehouses in real estate than there is in retail in a lot of segments because
Yeah.
the way the customers buy. Okay, so that's
Yeah,
one. What else is in
yeah, the number
what?
two group would be restaurants. So you take restaurants and put them into three tranches. You got your high-end restaurants, mid-tier, low-tier. The the mid-tier is probably at the greatest danger. Think Outback,
Yep.
that kind of group in that center. Their costs continue to escalate significantly, and there's only so much price increase the market will let them give and still be considered mid-tier. And there's just only so much value. So the Applebee's, the Outbacks, and all of those guys, they're really in trouble. And I think there's what you'll see is a shrinkage as well. Talked to a client this morning, and we were talking about Cracker Barrel is a great example. They're a
Yep.
mid-tier, kind of big menu.
Mid-tier targeted middle income people. Yep.
They're struggling. I mean, they're getting
Yep.
hammered, and they're probably going to have to shrink back into their core market, but they're still going to struggle because their labor costs are going up significantly, and there's
Makes
only
total
so far
sense.
you can push your menu prices.
Yep.
Then you get into discretionary services. So from a corporate side, we've got several clients in corporate training. Those people have really been pushed off, and so they're not to zero, but it's really a, a muted marketplace
Yep.
that there's just not extra money in the budget, for them, to deal with.
Yep.
And so those are three good examples of,
Yeah, that's great.
does the market have to have what I do, or can they postpone it or do without it?